Hey y'all! My name's Lizzie and this video will be a card editing tutorial. What is card editing, you may ask? Card editing is basically turning a Love Live character into another. Whether it be turned to either saunas, video game characters, or even to a different character from Love Live. Now let's go ahead and get to the tutorial. The first step that you'll need is a base card. You will need something to edit on. If you're turning from one Love Live girl to another, it is important that your base card similarly matches to the character you're going to edit. You will also need to gather at least one of the three assets, which is the fringe, eyes, and hairstyle. For this tutorial, I will be turning Kanan into an idol sauna of mine, Gabriella. Let's get started. First, I go to Wi-Fi 2x and import the assets I'll be using to make them more smooth.
Seconds later.
Once it's finished being processed, I save the images. Then I go to Ibis Paint, import my base, and begin editing. You can use any drawing app, but I highly recommend Ibis Paint X. Time to edit. The first thing I do is importing all of the assets I will be using. Since Gabriella has bangs, I use Daya's bangs. I'm erasing everything except for the shadows and the bangs. Then I erase any excess hair. Now I am trying to fit the bangs to the forehead like a puzzle piece. Next, I imported eye. I will be using her eyes on Gabriella. I erase everything except for the eyes and parts of the skin. Then, I try to fit the eyes on the face like a puzzle piece. It's important to make them lined up as best as you can. I then make some adjustments to the eyes. I erased off extra skin on the eyes and fringe layer. Sometimes I have to redraw the skin to cover up unwanted parts. Then I redrew the lashes. I used the dip pen brush on 2.4 pixels. Once I have added all of my assets, it's time to color the hair. First, I go to the selection layer and draw over whatever hair is on the base. In this case, it's Conan's hair. I've selected Conan's hair, I make a new layer above her hair and clipped it. I then selected the color blend mode on a layer. Gabriella's hair has a very dark brown shade, so I've selected a brown color. In the new color layer, I colored over Conan's hair. Then I selected the hair layer, and then I used the grayscale feature. I used it to adjust the hair color to its correct shade. I then removed the selection area. Now it's time to give some color on the bangs. Here I added a new layer on top of the bangs layer. I set its blend mode to color. Then I go to the selection layer. Just like I did with Conan's ponytail, I am going to do the same thing with the bangs by outlining and coloring in it. Then, I go back to the color layer above the bangs layer, and I colored the hair. I then went back to the bangs layer, and I once again used the grayscale feature. After that, I removed the selection. I decided to tweak the hair a bit by re-outlining and coloring in some parts. Since Gabriella has a darker skin tone, I will be working on the skin. I am then outlining the skin on the selection layer. It's okay if you draw over parts of the eyelashes. It shouldn't affect them during the coloring process. After I'm done selecting the skin, I selected the base layer and I then used the monocolor feature. After that, I selected the fringe and the eyes layer and I did the same thing. Then I remove the selection. I decided to adjust her hair color to a darker shade. When giving a character darker skin, always make sure to shade a lighter color on the palm of the hands and on the fingernails. Since Gabriella's image color is purple, I decided to change the color of the clothes next. I added a new layer above the base layer, clipped it, and set the blending mode to hue. In the new layer, I colored in parts of the outfit that I like to be purple. Then I selected the layer, and then I go to the base layer and use the grayscale feature. I then go back to the layer I colored the outfit purple in and change the blend mode to soft light. I then remove the selection area. I've decided to give Gabriella's eyes a darker shade of brown, so I added a new layer above the eyes layer and set the blend mode to color. I then colored the eyes brown. I make a selection, then I selected the eyes layer below and used the brightness and contrast feature. Then I remove the selection. Sometimes I'll need to re-outline some parts in the render. I make a new layer above everything. Select the dip pen soft brush and then I begin to outline with a very dark color. The very last thing I'm going to do is to add a bow to Gabriella's hair. I inserted a window that wears a bow facing the same angle as Gabriella. I then erase everything on that window except for the bow. I then place the bow on the head. Then I erase some extra parts. I had to recolor some parts of the bow. Then I create a new layer above the bow, clip the layer, and set the blend mode to color. I colored parts of the bow purple. On the layer I colored the bow in, I changed the blend mode to soft light and selected the layer. Then I selected the bow layer and used the grayscale feature.